The Director General of the Regulation and Supervision Bureau of Abu Dhabi joins me now, Nick Carter. Nick, thank you so much for joining me. Just give me a feel for why are you here at Adipec 2013 this year?
You mean because it's a gas and oil conference and we're water and electricity? The work we're doing at the moment with PowerWise and WaterWise is aimed at reducing consumption at the customer end. What happens at the customer end has a direct impact on what happens at the sending end, the gas particularly. So if we can reduce consumption here, particularly per capita, we can save on the amount of energy that is used in terms of gas and generation going forward.
And of course you'll be keeping a close eye in terms of how much power and how much fuel is used to actually then generate the water and the power and the utilities around here. And in this region that's got to be probably a little higher than it should be perhaps.
Consumption per capita is higher, but in part because of the place where we live. It's very hot, as you know, so air conditioning is a major driver for peak in the summer, for the 3 or 4 months in the summer. So yes, consumption per capita is higher.
Do you think the concept of energy efficiency and creating that awareness is actually that can help all of the industry, gas, power, water, oil, the entire industry, that everyone needs to be a little bit more aware perhaps?
Yeah, and that's the whole point behind Power and WaterWise, is that basically we're plugging a message to say, look, you can use these utilities and you can use them freely, but just think about what you're using. And it's like a wealthy man that turns the light off when he leaves the bathroom. He turns it off not because he has to save money, he turns it off because he cares. And that's the kind of image and information that we're trying to give out to people. You should care about how you use resources.
You also really want to capture the younger people here, to make this a habit, to make it ingrained in terms of how people respond and how they do. How important is it that you get the younger people to change their behavior really?
Oh, crucial, because that sets the scene for the rest of their lives. And so the purpose of the kiosks, and there's one behind me now that tests pupils or anyone in terms of their knowledge about water and electricity around the house, that's absolutely crucial for getting that message across. And that's what we're running next week at the Science Fair for water and electricity.
Have you been encouraged by seeing the Young Adipec stand here?
Very much so. Excellent. And again, that's all part of the messaging link, and we're linking with that and the messages from there. We're linking that with PowerWise, WaterWise, and all the different exhibitions that we now take part in.
Finally, to just why you say you're here, I understand your reason here, and your stand has been busy. What are people coming for? What are they interested in? What do they want to know?
They're coming. They're very interested in the kind of interactive promotion of knowledge, which is not something that many organisations do. And I think that's the key. It's interactive. It's not just giving people paperwork or a book or even an iPad. It's actually standing there and taking a quiz in a real space, and that's very important.
And Adipec 2013, obviously the first time you've been here, but what's the buzz? Do you think it's a good place for you to be?
Oh, it's a fantastic place. Yeah, I mean, it's the heart of oil and gas. Third biggest promotional or third biggest exhibition apparently in the world. No, I mean, it is definitely the place to be. And if we can save a therm of gas at some point in the future, then it's a therm that can be used elsewhere.
What do you think about the initiative that they've taken here called, the Young Adipec initiative?
Young Adipec is a superb way of disseminating information to youngsters and creating good habits for life. And it's exactly the kind of thing that we want to do in the water and electricity sector going forward.